Hi everybody, it's Sherry Capella. All right, so now we're on day number 3. Isn't it exciting? I don't know about you, but it seems to be flying by. So I just want to recap what the last 2 days have been, and even for that matter, what it is I'm doing here. So for the next 100 days, I'm going live every day to talk about what I'm learning about in my life coaching training. And one of the books that we're studying right now is 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself by Stephen Chandler. Now, the first 2 days, the first one was to get on your deathbed. The second day was to stay hungry. And so far, it's all been about creating a vision, starting with the end in sight, seeing the end goal of where you want to be and working yourself backwards from that and recognizing how each day plays upon it. Day 2, I really liked it because it was about Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about how he creates a vision, and when the odds seem stacked against you, how that vision really kind of helps you to understand where you're going. And so I think day 3 really kind of takes that to the next step, because what day 3 talks about is called Tell Yourself a True Lie. So it's basically all about engaging and really understanding that vision. And day 3, when I was journaling on day 3 this morning, it occurred to me that part of what I need to start doing as a mom is taking my children through each of these with me. So that's going to be something I'm starting to incorporate personally. So I'm going to read to you a little bit about what day 3 has to offer, because I think that there's a lot of value in what he says, and it's incredibly brief. So this video won't be long. And if you're interested in days 1 or 2, just go to my personal page or my Sherapy life coaching page, and you'll see all the videos for each of the respective days there. So tell yourself a true lie. Clearly an oxymoron. So what this really means is tell yourself a true lie. The example he gives in the book is how his daughter came home from school one day, and they were given this assignment where they were supposed to tell themselves a lie about their future. And it was a true lie, and in lying to themselves, they were creating a vision of who they wanted to be. So they brought it down to the level of the child, so that the children might not understand what a fantasy is. They might not understand what a vision is. They might not understand things biblically in terms of truly understanding, how God talks about we should ask for the desires of our heart and to dream big. And the bigger we dream, the more crazier and outlandish it seems, the more on track we are in terms of setting our aspirations high and aiming for that height. But I love how he grasped telling yourself a true lie and took it from what an assignment that his daughter had in school. He goes on to say that most of us are unable to see the truth of who we could be. Oh my God, that's huge, you guys. So many women that I coach don't see how much potential they have. And if they would just tell themselves a true lie, this exercise might be for you, because if you could just tell yourself a true lie, you take the limits off of your potential. Most of us are unable to see the truth of who we could be. My daughter's school developed an unintended solution to that difficulty. If it's hard for you to imagine the potential in yourself, then you may want to begin by expressing it as a fantasy, as the children who wrote their poems. So in this situation, they had to write a poem which was a true lie about their potential of who they could become as they grew up, or who they were today. So, they could become a superhero, they could become anything. Your subconscious mind doesn't know that you're fantasizing. It either receives pictures or it doesn't. Soon you will begin to create the necessary blueprint for stretching your accomplishments. Without a picture of your highest self, you can't live into that self. Fake it till you make it. The lie will become the truth. And the opposite of that is so totally true. When you tell yourself that you're a failure, whatever you say to yourself, you're speaking that reality into existence. So, for example, if I tell myself the true lie of, 2018, I am going to step into my own with becoming a life coach. I am going to start charging women for my life coaching. Right now it's free. I'm going to get the best physical shape of my life. I'm going to coach my children so that they are equipped to walk through the phases of their development as they enter into hormones and they enter into all of that. I can tell myself true lies about my potential and step into them, or I can tell myself lies about what I lack and talk about how stupid I am and how dumb I am to think that anybody would want to listen to what I have to say, or how dumb nobody would ever want to take life coaching from me, or whatever I tell myself, I'm going to believe. So I need to make sure that I realize that my subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a fantasy and reality. It just sees images. So in the knowing of that particular detail is my opportunity. So I'm going to seize that opportunity and tell myself a true lie. I'm going to build upon these 3 days of motivation. I'm really going to get on my deathbed, see where I want to be, tell myself a story of where I want to be it a true lie or not. It obviously has to be a true lie because I'm clearly not at the end of the road yet. I'm going to aim big with where I'm going in my life. I'm going to, get on my deathbed and plan backwards. I'm going to stay hungry by having the vision that Arnold Schwarzenegger talked about, how he wasn't the most amazing and successful actor in Hollywood at the time that he told the news reporter that he was going to become it, because he had a vision. He saw himself. He built a vision board, if you will, in his mind. And if you need to do that literally, do it. And then I'm going to tell myself a true lie so that on a daily basis, I can start stepping into that fantasy, that vision I have for myself. So my reality is, if you can dream it, you can do it. So start dreaming a little bit more. Start realizing the potential you have. Start acknowledging the fact that you might not be where you want to be yet, but the operative word there is yet. And that there's so much opportunity in that yet. That within that yet is the infinite possibility, because if you can put so much into your yet, you can get there. So you just need to realize that it's going to take some time. It's going to take repeated effort. It's going to take momentum. It's going to take calculated choices. It's going to take mapping out your strategy. I talked about on day 1, you would never set out on going on vacation and saying, I need a break, I need to go on vacation, and just start driving. No, you would map it out. You would have a plan. I'm not saying that you have to have every detail mapped out here in your life, but what I am saying is, if you don't like where you are, have a strategy for getting to where you want to be. So if at any point at any time during the course of these next 100 days, you would like some assistance in getting to where you want to be, reach out to me. I repeatedly offer my services to you. Some of you are actually doing that now. You're reaching out to me. You're sending me private messages. I'm scheduling phone calls with women. If I can help you in any way, I'm here to do that. That's my life's calling. I gave up corporate America so that I could step into what God called me to do, and that was to become a life coach. And a life coach is somebody who is maybe just a few steps ahead of you that can help you to see how to get to your greatness by doing it one day at a time, and to show you maybe what you're not seeing in terms of your true potential. So if you need any help, reach out to me. Have a great day. Bye.